Shalom. Shalom, brothers and sisters. I want to give all praise to the Most High and Son, God, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, Christ. Those are just names that the world, the world calls God, God, but it's Yahweh calls Christ, Christ, but it's Yahweh Shai. You can do the research on, the vowel sounds that were added and all that other stuff. Different camps. Well, only one camp go by the name, but you can do the research. Because I think they say it's Yahweh. And they're saying that there is no O, but the brothers don't say Yahweh. It's not no Yahweh with no O, it's actually with an A. And then they say there's no Yah, but the brothers don't say there is no Yah. It's not Yah like Y-A-H, It's Yah, Y-A, Yah. The H is for Hawashai. So, yeah. So respect to all the brothers out there pushing this truth. I want to get into a lesson. It's about sinning. So James 4 verse 17 says, "Therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin." So if you know that you're not supposed to be eating pork, you know that you're not supposed to be eating shrimp, you know that you're not supposed to be doing certain things, you may not know the whole all the law, statutes, and commandments, but you know enough, like you know a good amount. If you know all that and you do it, then it is sin. For a person that didn't know, then they were sinning ignorantly. That it's still sin, but because it was ignorant, the Most High show mercy to that in a sense where you'll look away from that and be like, hey, at least he didn't know. But then after somebody come and tell you, or you find out or whatever, might have happened, and you found out or whatever, but you keep doing it, then it is sin. So all that is being jotted down in that book, that Lamb's Book of Life. Well, not the Lamb's Book of Life, but I'm pretty sure they have a book. And they write all those little things, or not a book, but a scroll. But to get a precept, Luke 12 verse 47. And that servant which knew his power's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So that servant, man, which knew his Savior's will, man, that will, the Most High's will, the will of the Most High, the will of who the world calls God, Yahweh, is to keep the commandments, man, do the works. So, go ye therefore out on the highways and the byways and preach the word. Okay. But brothers gotta do what they gotta do to the best of their abilities. So the servant knew his Savior's will, but didn't prepare himself, man. Didn't do according to the will. So he's gonna be beaten with many stripes. Because there's one thing to not know, and at least you can kind of get a pass, kind of. But it's not the same after you know. So it gets way more serious. That's why that's why the brothers and sisters, that's why the brothers try to point out the fact that it's not a game. Because once you know this stuff, man, it's not a joke. The accuser, which is Satan, man, them demons, the spiritual demon Satan, but them demons just waiting for you to slip up. As soon as you do something, then they pointing that finger, and then the demons come at you, bro. So that's why people in the world, they're gonna try their best, their utmost best to trip you up. They don't like to see people trying to walk righteously. They don't like it. They don't like to see people going according to the Bible and following the Bible. That's another example that you can use to prove that the Bible is real. Because if the Bible wasn't real, and if the 12 tribe of Israel wasn't the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and so-called Negroes, if they weren't the true Hebrew Israelites, then why the heck does the so-called white man, which is Esau, care so much about how they carry themselves? Okay, when they look too right, when they look righteous with their hair all, like so-called Negro, if a so-called Negro has his beard, and a so-called Native American and Latinos, just when they have their beard growing out the right way, not taping up and stuff like that, just when they're carrying themselves according to the Bible righteously, why does he have such a problem with that? See, when you know these laws and stuff like that, you can see it. You can see it, man. They try to get you to eat that pork. It's like if you don't buy pork, it's like see, they got that fake compassion. They got that compassion to where something might be wrong with you, and they act as if they really care and as if they would really like you to get better. But the truth is, when you do get better, then it's like they wish you hadn't got better, or you hadn't gotten better. So they got that fake compassion. And the only reason why they try their best to show compassion, at least some of them, is because they know that they're going to go in slavery. They're going to serve. They're going to be servants in the kingdom. Okay, Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'm going to cut this lesson short, because of interruption. But that's a good example right there to prove that. Shalom.